Good morning. Today is January 27th. This will be day 28 for me on the trail. I'm in Hot Springs. Last time I was here in Hot Springs, it was quite hot. You could see just a couple flurries coming down. It's about 9 in the morning. Here's Hot Springs City Hall right there, if that gives you an idea of what's going on here. This is the main drag of Hot Springs, famous location. Actually, I'm on the trail, headed southbound. Trail comes right through the middle of town. I'm going to go to my outfitter here, Bluff Mountain maybe, and arrange for a brief shuttle so I can hike all of 7 miles today. We'll do a few more tomorrow. More explaining later. Good morning. This is day 28. Day 28 of my adventure. Who knows how many more there will be. No guarantees. So this is the first time that I've seen one of these signs. Katahdin, 1,914 miles to that end. Springer Mountain, 265. I've done most of the 265, probably about 265 minus 70 or 75. All except what's in the Great Smoky Mountains. So today's going to be a little bit of a short day. Just going to do 7 miles, starting here at Garin Flow Gap. And I'm going to be northbound in that direction. And we've got a little pleasant surprise. It's always good to have a little pleasant surprise, where a big surprise would be a fair amount of snow. But I've got just a few flurries. It was snowing actually pretty hard in Hot Springs, lower elevation, than here. And again, I'm only 7 miles south of Hot Springs, and just starting off right now. My legs were not in as good a shape, so after 3 days yesterday and about 43 miles total, I've learned that I better work a little bit harder on my 2 and 3 days off, or excuse me, on my 2 and 3 week off periods, just to make sure that I'm staying in tip-top shape. A little bit sore today. So that stretch from Davenport Gap to Hot Springs, I'd hoped to do it in 2 days, roughly 36, 37 miles. I'm going to do it in 3. Got a nice little spot there in Hot Springs. A nice little restaurant, the Iron Horse. I'm staying above the Iron Horse. Nice rooms. The only issue is the rooms are all interior rooms, so there are no windows, but it's an older building and happens to have a skylight, by which toward the end of the day you can at least get some good sunlight in. But it seems a little bit confining, even just without a window on the side of a room, but that's the way those were built. And sure enough, I have not started my Garmin, so I'm going to start that now. I've gone not even half a tenth of a mile, and I'll show you how, just for the record, if I can do this. It's pretty hard because this is a two-handed operation. Anyway, I'm just going to get it started here. Click on hike, click the start button, and my time is off. You see I'm up at 5 seconds, and up on top is my distance. So we're at 10 seconds, 11 seconds, and I'll try and get an update all along the way, I'm sure. So that's it for now. Trail's dead ahead. With any luck, I'll do a couple miles per hour. So I'm just about a mile into it, just over a mile southbound into Hot Springs. The watch, hopefully that's a pretty clear 1.06 miles in just over 26 minutes. So that first mile was right at 23:50 I think. But in any case, I feel that I need to and love to use this Garmin. Without it, I'd feel a little bit lost. I have to have some type of monitoring device just to give me a little bit of feedback. Well, I'm almost 3.5 miles into it. Deer Creek or Deer Park Shelter. I just passed it. And here are a couple of grave markers. There's a George. He lived 80 plus. And, well, look, apparently his wife, Eva, absent, not dead. That's beautiful. So she lived to be 52. He must have lived another, what, 26? So perhaps, no, they were born about the same year, 1881 actually. So pretty nice. Well, Eva Gregg, you are not forgotten. You are dead, and George departed. Simply says departed, not forgotten. It's downhill all the way. They'll be a little surprised to see me back. Hopefully in about 3 hours from the time that I left the Bluff Mountain. I can't even remember the name. I think it was Bluff Mountain. Flub Mountain? No, anyway, the outfitter's there. And I will pick up a nice little souvenir, although I'm sure it's going to be a little overpriced. So, this is about the greatest accumulation of snow that I've seen today on this log here. One of the reasons I reduced my mileage, notwithstanding the fact that I thought it would be the best thing for me physically, was there was a threat of snow. Hot Springs was predicted to receive an inch, which would have meant 3 to 5 inches up here. So, just playing it on the safe side, I thought, well, okay, I've got about 1.4 miles to go. Just took a right turn, and you can see some buildings down there. That is the village of Hot Springs, North Carolina. You can even see the road winding up on the other side of the river. Not a big place, but a happening place. I think I can. Okay, so the end of day 28 here. Short day. I just hit the 6 mile point at 2.5 hours. So I've gone about 2.4 to 2.5 miles per hour. Faster than I would have guessed. I would have been happy with 2, but not having a little bit more local knowledge and knowing who you're speaking with, it's often hard. You just cannot tell from a map. So there we are. Garenflow gap just 6.3. Well, it was supposed to be 6.6. Maybe it's 6.6 once I get into town. And tomorrow I'm going to be going up past Spring Mountain. No, tomorrow I'm headed toward Max Patch to Garenflow Gap, which I think is about 13.5. So much for that. Marker here. Carolina Mountain Club. Thank you, Carolina Mountain Club, for all your efforts keeping the trail nice and tidy. Yeah, so I probably have about 0.3 miles to go into my hotel. So visitor information, and it's always nice to have a walking stick nearby. So, just back at the Iron Horse. Anybody home? Oh my gosh, it's all my stuff. All my stuff. What a deal.